Hey everybody, it's Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching. So this is episode number 3 of AK Mythbusters, where we take some of the most common myths associated with the AK and we bust them. If you haven't seen episodes 1 and 2, definitely be sure to check those out. But in this episode, we're going to cover a myth that's not as common as some of the other ones, but it's definitely something that you will hear from time to time, and that is that the AK is designed to be a spray and pray weapon. Now there's multiple fronts that people take this opinion from. All of them are equally as ridiculous, but one of the more common ones is due to the AK's safety design. On an AK, the first position down from safe is full automatic, now which would be about right there on your standard AKM. Obviously, this is just a semi-auto version, thanks ATF, but that's where full auto would be on your normal AKM, and then all the way down would be semi-automatic. And people say that due to full auto being the first position down from safe, that means that the AK is obviously designed to be fired on full automatic and therefore is a spray and pray weapon. Now, if you have a handful of brain cells to rub together, you can see the obvious flaw in this, but I'll run it through here. The safety is designed that way because under stress, whoever's carrying this rifle, the moment they take contact, they're getting shot at, whatever, they're just going to take that safety and they're going to slap it all the way down, which all the way down is semi-automatic. So they just take that thing, slap that thing down, and they'd be on semi-automatic. It actually takes quite a conscious effort to get it into full auto. So that's why that safety is designed the way that it is designed. So it's not designed to be fired all the time on full automatic. It actually takes quite a conscious effort to put the thing into automatic, and it takes quite an unconscious effort really to slap that thing into semi-auto. So that's why that safety is designed the way it's designed. Now, some other reasons people think that the AK is just a spray and pray weapon is primarily due to like Western media and like Western military propaganda. I mean, think about it. Every time that you see one of these things used in Hollywood, typically some dude is, just having fun with it and just, spraying the field and hoping for the best. It's, you see that constantly in movies and whatnot, so that certainly propagates that myth. Western military propaganda hasn't really helped either because, they have propagandized that the AK is an inaccurate weapon and all of that, so that certainly doesn't help. So something else that doesn't really help, that helps perpetuate this myth, is the enemies that we've been fighting for the last 20 years. That Al Qaeda, Taliban, Mujahideen, all those guys, all those insurgents, who primarily use AKs. They literally believe in spraying and praying, and I'm not joking. They actually believe that if you just kind of shoot in the general direction of whatever infidel you're trying to hit, that Allah will guide the bullets into them. So they don't actually believe in aiming. They just believe in hosing down a general area where a bunch of infidels are, and they just believe on faith that Allah will guide the bullets into them. So they actually believe in spraying and praying, which obviously doesn't really help get rid of this myth. But the funny thing is that has nothing to do with the AK. If you gave them ARs, they do the same thing. It's just that they believe that craziness on faith. So give them whatever you want, they're going to do the same thing. It's not the AK's fault. It's just it happens to be the rifle they use primarily. So obviously the entire idea that the AK is designed to be a spray and pray weapon is totally ridiculous. It kind of goes off the idea that the AK is an inaccurate weapon, because if you believe that the AK is inaccurate, then really you have no other, you can't really believe anything else other than it's designed to be spray and pray, because if it's inaccurate, then obviously you just kind of have to shoot and hope. So you can't really believe anything else. And obviously, if you believe that the AK is inaccurate, just go see episode 1 of AK Mythbusters. So yeah, the idea that the AK is designed to be a spray and pray gun is totally ridiculous, and is just generally propagated by media, Western militaries, and just people who have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to AKs. So I hope you found this video helpful and informative. Please like, subscribe, follow, depending on where you're watching this. If you'd like to learn more about fighting with your AK, be sure to check out my ebook, Combative Kalashnikov, Mastering the AK Rifle. You can find that on my website, gungnirstrategic.com. Again, that's Combative Kalashnikov, Mastering the AK Rifle. You can find that on my website, gungnirstrategic.com. I'll have a link down in the description below, of course. Again, I'm Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching.